I made you a promise in a previous video that I would only tell you the truth. That remains so. And in this video, I'm telling you that I'm only going to talk about those things that are essential for the soul, for the relationship you have with Jesus Christ. Because I see so much now that isn't about that. It's about the situation in the world and all the things that are happening in the world, which we are already so well aware of. Those of us who are awake and those of us who are now desperately seeking to draw near to Jesus. And the reason I did a video just before this about Jesus' mother Mary is because she's a model for us, a role model for drawing near to Jesus. Who was closest to him? She was. And what did she do all her life? Point to Jesus. She didn't want any attention. She was, in fact, very much hidden because that's how he wanted it and that's how she wanted it. But she's a role model for us, someone to look to in having a close relationship with Jesus. Am I not right? Another figure would be the beloved disciple John, who laid his head upon the breast of Jesus and heard his heart beating. Yes, that's what I would call a very close personal relationship, a very beautiful one. And who else was at the foot of the cross besides his mother Mary? John, the beloved disciple. This is what I think people are hungering for. I know it's what I am hungering for. I know it's what I need. It's what I need to survive what is here and what is coming. Not just stop with your silly news reports. Just stop it. If you can't throw in something about how people are going to cope with it, then don't bother. All the volcanic eruptions of the world, and there are many of them. Knowing that, how is that going to help me in my relationship with Jesus? How is that going to help me so I get through the storm? It's not. It's just going to agitate me and get me all excited and fearful. And Jesus commands us not to fear. So don't give fear and then say, well, Jesus says don't fear. Give peace. Point to Jesus like Mary did. Like she pointed to Jesus dying on the cross. Point to Jesus or don't bother. There's no time. That's why my whole tone of videos, my whole tone is changing in my videos because of the shortness of time. I know it. I know it. I know it's true. I know it because the spiritual attacks yesterday were absolutely unbelievable and nonstop. They were trying to get me to be angry at God for allowing it. They're doing it, and they're trying to get me to be angry at God. Do you see what I'm saying? But they are totally off the charts, which is an indication to me of the shortness of time. I don't use any other barometer to measure it. So, what is a good way to draw near to Jesus? In a few words, think about his passion. Amen. Think about it daily. Think about what he did for us. Not just in shedding in every drop of blood, but in the way he did it. Through an agony we cannot begin to comprehend. Through a scourging that tore flesh from his body. Through nails put through his feet and hands. to a crown of thorns, not just placed on his head, but pressed into his head so that he bled. Think about these things. Think about his incredible love. Tell him thank you. Go ahead and lay your head upon his breast and listen to his heart. Be still with him. Let your eyes meet and communicate in silence, just through loving gazes. Draw near to Jesus. He's everything. He's love. He will sustain you. He will get you through the storm if you have trust in him. Nothing else will. Not all the little preps in the world. That's all they talk about. Not all. Well, I guess because it's the thing to talk about? I don't know. These are preps for the soul. These are the things that are essential.